Hi guys, Mark here for KetoKitchenCollection.com, and today's video is about where do you start with the keto diet when you know absolutely nothing. So you've probably heard about the keto diet, you've probably seen a lot of people who've got a lot of amazing results in the keto diet, and you want to learn a bit about it yourself and figure out how to get started for yourself. So first of all, what is ketosis? Well, ketosis is a metabolic system whereby your body uses primarily fats as an energy source for your brain, for your muscles, for all the cells in your body. So right now, if you're not in ketosis, you'll be in what's called glycolysis, and your body will be using carbohydrates as the primary energy source. So when you cut out carbohydrates from the diet, which is what you've got to do to get into ketosis, your body will transition over the course of a few days into ketosis, and you'll be eating a high-fat diet, and you'll be burning most of those fats as energy to keep your body running. So that's completely normal. It's something that our bodies can do quite easily and quite readily. So once you're in ketosis, and look, understand that when you're starting a keto diet and when you're learning about a keto diet, you're probably going to hear a lot of conflicting information. A lot of people are going to tell you about intermittent fasting and calorie deficits and these types of foods and meal replacement shakes and keto bars and all these fancy meal plans. Forget it. Do not overcomplicate it. All you need to worry about is getting yourself into ketosis. Worry about everything else after that. And look, when you're in ketosis, and I should say, try and eat whole food as opposed to any kind of bars or shakes or anything else like that. Eat whole food, get yourself into ketosis, and more than likely the weight loss will start to take care of itself once you're there. Don't worry about intermittent fasting yet. Don't worry about, if it's too hard for you to figure out, don't worry about calorie counting and calorie deficits yet. Just get yourself into ketosis. How do we do that? Okay, so first of all, achieving ketosis, you want to cut carbohydrates almost entirely out of the diet. So that means you're cutting out a lot of different types of foods like potatoes, rice, pasta, spaghetti, any of that sort of stuff, bread, milk, sugar, and anything that sugar is in, like chocolate, ice cream, biscuits, all those sorts of things, okay? That has to be cut out if you want to get yourself into ketosis. You need to keep the carbohydrates in the diet to no more than 20 grams per day. That's what works very well for me. That's what works very well for a lot of other people. Everyone's going to be a bit different, but you need a target to start with for now. So go for no more than 20 grams of carbohydrates per day. Now, if you want to know how to track those carbohydrates, I would suggest using a free app on your phone called MyFitnessPal. Now, I've got a short course on how to track your calories and your macronutrients and carbohydrates right here on this channel. I'll link it up in the top right-hand corner of the screen so you can check that out. And I'll also link it down in the information below so you can click on that later on if you want to. Use MyFitnessPal to track your carbohydrates. Honestly, guys, if you're not tracking your carbohydrates and trying to get into ketosis, you're kidding yourself, okay? Some people might be able to do it. You might have heard the term lazy keto, where people don't really track anything. They just eat what they consider to be keto-approved foods, and sometimes they are. Sometimes people, hit the nail on the head and they get into ketosis and they lose weight. A lot of times people don't, okay? Excuse me. If you want to give yourself the best possible chance of success, count your carbohydrates when trying to get into ketosis. Check out that short course. It'll explain to you in absolute basic detail how to get the free app, how to use the free app, and how to really hit the nail on the head with counting carbohydrates so that you know you're going to get yourself into ketosis. So, with regards to the food specifically, you need to also educate yourself on what foods are keto approved. So, in the information below, you'll find a link to my Keto Superfoods Guide. It'll outline all the foods that are keto approved, or at least a lot of them, and a lot of the broad categories, so you'll know what kind of things you can and can't eat. You'll find a lot of these sort of things all over the internet. You don't have to use my stuff. I'm just trying to make it easy for you. There's nothing to sell, okay? It's a completely free download. You don't even need an email address. I'm not going to ask you for any money. You can do a search elsewhere on the internet, on YouTube, Google, wherever you want, for what are keto foods, and you'll get lists all over the place. Just make sure you get it from somewhere that's reputable, from someone you know, like, and trust, so that you know that they're giving you correct and accurate information. Once you've learnt those keto-approved foods, take it a step further and get an idea on what some keto meals are and keto recipes. Now, again, I've got a free membership to a dynamic keto meal plan, where you can access that on a link in the information below. Again, there's no cost, and I don't mind if you use my stuff or you don't use my stuff. I'm just trying to make it easy for you guys, okay? So it's just been launched. It's getting padded out with new meals and recipes as time goes on. There's a lot of other meal plans and meal recipes and meal ideas out there, okay? You can just do a search on Google, search on YouTube, and you'll find a whole bunch of them. Again, just go with the one that is done by someone who you, again, know, like, and trust, or who's referred from other people who've achieved the success that you want. And one other point with regards to the food, when I've gone on the keto diet, I've kept it super, super simple. All right, my food was so basic. I'll link a video that describes it all in detail. Again, top right-hand corner of the screen. You know, it was things like bacon and scrambled eggs for breakfast, tin flavored tuna and maybe some coconut or macadamia oil for lunch, perhaps a cheesy green salad for lunch or through the afternoon, and then, you know, chicken skewers baked with cheese melted all over them for dinner that I'd cook in bulk and leave in the fridge to go for the whole week. This stuff is super easy to make. You can make it in bulk and store it. You can travel with a lot of it. And I didn't change. It was just the same thing day in, day out. You do not have to overcomplicate it, okay? And I lost a lot of weight very quickly. I lost 26 pounds or 12 kilos in 5 weeks eating basic, simple, whole food that was keto approved. So you don't go too nuts on meal plans and you know, burning yourself out trying to think of different things to eat every single day, because you don't have to do that. Now, once you've got all that figured out, you need to just go buy the food. Make sure you've got it stocked. You know, you don't have to start straight away. You can go get some of the food, make some of the meals, and just test them out. Have a keto breakfast, all right? Have a keto lunch meal, have a keto dinner meal, and the rest of the day just eat whatever you want. Just to test it out, to prepare yourself for the coming period of weeks or months when you'll actually commit to the keto diet, so you can really hit the ground running, not going in, not understanding a lot of stuff and maybe stuffing it up a little bit, getting despondent, thinking it doesn't work for you and dropping off it forever, because that's not what you want to do, okay? So preparation is definitely the key here. And the other thing is learn what to expect about the keto flu. So keto flu is that period between when you're running on carbohydrates and your body transitions over 3 or 4 days, thereabouts, different for everybody, but 3 or 4 days transitions over to ketosis, where your body's running on fats. You'll get some lethargy, some headaches, you might be irritable, you might have a lack of motivation, your mood could go up and down. Learn about the keto flu and what to expect. I've got a video about my experiences. I've got a whole playlist on the keto flu on this channel here. I'll link some of it in the top right-hand corner of the screen for you. And just learn what to expect. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be worried about or to not do the keto diet because of. Just understand that there's going to be a little bit of discomfort. Learn the ways, again, watch my videos, learn the ways to minimize the effects of keto flu, and then you'll get through the other side, and when you're in ketosis, you will feel fantastic. Some people sail through keto flu and hardly notice a thing. Other people, it's quite a challenge. It's quite a challenge for me sometimes. It's just something you've got to be aware of. Know that you're going to have to come up against it. All of us go through it, getting into ketosis, and just push on through for those few days and you'll get there. So, guys, hopefully that's given you a good overall idea on what ketosis is, what the keto diet is, how to get yourself into ketosis, and the main points to worry about. If you're trying to learn and understand about the keto diet, know that you're going to get probably some conflicting advice. You're going to get all the keyboard warriors giving you half-baked, out-of-context answers and information that aren't really relevant to you. You'll be hearing people tell you have to do intermittent fasting, you have to do a calorie deficit, you have to do this, that, and the other, you've got to have this meal replacement shake. No, keep it simple. Count your carbohydrates, keep them under 20 grams per day. Eat keto-approved food. Give it 5 days to a week to work to get into ketosis. That's it. That's it. Don't worry about exercise. Don't worry about anything else. Just get yourself into ketosis, okay? So if you do have any other questions, please post in the comments section below. I'd love to help you out. I'll give you as much help as I can. If you got any value or entertainment out of this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.